Today we're going to talk about major key signatures and their relative minor or relative minor scale. So we have an example here. We are in the key of C major, as you can see. No sharps, no flats in the key signature. And I have a C major scale written out. So hopefully that's not news to anybody. That should be pretty standard information right there. Now, if I asked you, what is the relative minor key associated with the same key signature, no sharps, no flats, as C major, the answer would be A minor. So how do we get there? In any major scale, you take the sixth pitch. So in this case, if we're on C, and we go up 6 notes, so 1, we're going to count C as 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we land on A. So if we use the key signature for C major and play a scale starting and ending on A, we have A minor. So let's hear the C major scale. So as we expect, C major scale. So the same exact notes, but we're going to start and end the scale on A, and now we actually have a new key called A minor. So let's hear the difference. Okay, so you can definitely hear that has a different flavor, a different feeling to it. It's kind of interesting. The notes are the same. These notes are the same as these notes. It's just that we're starting and ending on a different pitch. Okay, so let's do another example. So we're going to go down here. So we have 2 sharps in this key signature. They are F sharp and C sharp, always and forever, no other sharps, F and C sharp. So that is the major key of, let's go down here, D major. So I'm just going to quickly put in a scale. Oop.
Am I going to D?
All right, so now we have written the D major scale. It's the first scale that you probably ever played on your instrument. 2 sharps, F sharp, C sharp. Let's just hear how that sounds. Good, as we expect. Now, if we do the same procedure as we did with C major scale, and I ask you, all right, so we have the key of D major, or the key signature of 2 sharps, what is the relative minor key associated with this key signature? So I would say, well, I know that D major is associated with the key signature. So if I start on D and count that as 1 and go up until I hit the 6th scale degree, that will tell me what the name of the relative minor is. So let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we end on the note B. So we are in the key of B minor. Relative minor of D major. Well, I'm just going to delete that for now. Good. So let's build a B minor scale. So I'm going to start on a B here. Oop. Okay. So now we have the key of B minor. Let's hear how this scale differs from D major. And so again, you can hear that the flavor, the quality of this scale is minor, darker sounding than the key of D major. Again, it's the same notes. We're using the same pitches. We're just putting them in a slightly different order as far as the beginning note. So instead of starting on D, if we start on B, we get a B minor scale. So if we go down here, we're going to deal with another key signature. We have 2 flats. So I'm not going to go through the entire procedure, but I'm just going to go through the most important steps. So if we're talking about a major key that's associated with two flats, we've done this all year and even before, I'm hoping, you would know that this is the key of B flat major. And that this would be B flat major scale. So if I wanted to know what the relative minor key of B flat is, I would have to think about the scale, and I'm going to make, let's go down an octave. There we go. So I'm starting on B flat, C, B flat major scale, great. So let's figure out the relative minor. I start on B flat, I go up 6 notes, or the 6th scale degree, and that will tell me the name of the relative minor scale. So if we start on B flat, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is a treble clef, but we're ending on the note G. So if we go over here and we play G and build a scale ascending from G, we now have a G minor scale. So G minor is the relative minor of B flat major. Let's hear that. So you can see that in order to do this correctly, you have to be very comfortable with key signatures, and you have to be very comfortable with counting up a 6th from the starting note of the major key. So those are the most important things to remember when you're trying to find the relative minor scale.